welcome to another episode. Debbie, let's switch to the next part. So, one of the things we're seeing in the industry and really in the business environment is these rapid changes. So, the frequency of change, severity of change really going up. And then when you think about IOP, talk to us a little bit about what is IOP doing to support its members so that they can actually respond better to some of these changes in the business environment.
Yeah, and nothing has caused or accelerated change like COVID has. So, what we have been trying to accomplish at IOP is to make sure, again, it's all about collaboration and connection. So, making sure those that are looking for information on certain topics, whether it be technology or how to do business in the future, or how am I going to recover business continuity and all of that, that we have the resources readily available to them. And IOP has always been set up as for the members, by the members. So our members are our thought leaders. There are experts in the field. So being able to connect, say, a buyer with a potential partner or someone looking for information on, hey, how do I govern now with multi partners in an online environment? I can't really do that. The four walls are no longer there. So we've been having a lot of conversations around that. So what we're doing now is bringing people together more in kind of an online network, as we're going through the transition of, the pandemic, developing those resources with our members for other members, all about connection and collaboration.
Right. And that enables things to stay current, right? So and not necessarily things that are outdated. Let me talk to you a little bit about some of the trends. And I know the audience would love to hear, Debbie, in terms of what IOP is doing. So one of them, of course,
Mhm.
automation, right?
Yeah.
Automation is having a major impact when it comes to, whether it's digital technologies focused on the tech automation or whether that's business process automation. Talk to us about what are some of the efforts that IOP is putting behind and for its members around automation and digital technologies.
Well, we have developed, with the help of our strategic advisory board, of which you are now chair, if I can say that, the idea behind focusing our resources on the areas that our members, where they're really putting their dollars and where they're doing their business. So the development of centers of excellence became really, really critical. One of those, of course, is the Digital Technologies COE, which is very much focused on automation. We've been lucky enough to create a partnership with Cognitive World and their think tank. And we just recently did, as you well know, as you were the moderator, a wonderful and really exciting webinar, which is available on the website for anybody that wants to learn more about what we're doing and what these experts have, delivered for us. It's constantly changing, and if we can stay on top of the new technologies, and when you think about AI and automation, it's nothing to be afraid of. We have to embrace it, but we have to do it right, and we have to be ethical, and we have to understand it. I worry so much that because outsourcing had a bad connotation for so many years, you took my job and you sent it overseas. Now it's going to be, you took my job and you gave it to a robot. So I want to make sure that a lot of the focus is on education, because without that, we're really not able to see beyond, what's right in front of us right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Debbie, I also just recently joined the think tank at Cognitive World. And one of the things that's very clear is it's human enabled AI. And I think people a
Mhm.
lot of times mistake. So there's a tremendous amount of effort that humans can put in. And I think that chapter is doing a great job of educating members, exposing them to new technologies and new companies as such, and also helping educate how do you actually start programs and how do you scale them. That's a great addition there. One of the other trends, Debbie, that we see is this tremendous attention to ESG, environmental,
Mhm.
societal governance issue, diversity, equity, inclusion. Talk to us a little bit about the IOP initiatives around ESG slash impact sourcing slash corporate social responsibility.
Oh yeah, perfect. That's near and dear to my heart. Many years ago, we were contacted by the Rockefeller Foundation when they were launching their Digital Jobs Africa initiative. And over the years, I have just found so much that draws me and others to this. And I think as we look at everything that's coming, our way, and we want to make an impact. people entering the workforce out of colleges now want to work for companies that are making an impact. So we focus a lot on impact sourcing. We do the Global Impact Sourcing Award. This is the fourth year in connection and partnership with the Rockefeller Foundation. We've developed the Impact Sourcing SRO Center of Excellence, which we will be expanding as we move on to include diversity and supply chain. ESG is a perfect home there. These things are what buyers are going to be adding to their RFPs. This is the wave of the future. We need to educate. We need to understand why it's important. We need to make the connections so that we all can come out of this feeling like we've done well by doing good, or we've done good by doing well. Wherever you want to say it, that impact is going to be critical. And we need to
Yeah,
educate people.
yeah, absolutely. And in fact, that's one of your four centers of excellence, right?
Yes.
Impact sourcing being one of them. And I also love the way, Debbie, that how IOPs approached it in terms of collaborating with other organizations like Rockefeller Foundation and others. Let's think about kind of when you think about the next 12, 24 months, what are some of the areas that IOP is looking to invest in more, and particularly around what members are asking you for?
Well, definitely the four centers of excellence. We will grow those and the thought leadership that will be readily available. And as some of our members have said, what we really need is real-time information. So we will be, working hard to make sure that is constantly updated, that all of the information is fresh, that our members have the opportunity to provide their insight to help us get there. The other thing is we will be working very hard on our certified outsourcing professional program, because as we know, especially folks that are entering the workforce now, they're looking for certification. They're looking for the opportunity to have those initials after their name. This is important. So we are very much focused on taking what we have, the COP Masterclass, and the certifications that go along with this program, and making them, updating them, rewriting them, making sure they're fresh and current to go along with, everything we know now in the changing technologies. I think that's going to be really critical and a big focus.
It's a really worthy cause to keep professionals prepared as their
Mhm.
business environment is changing. Let's talk about you as a leader, how you think about careers. What resources do you rely on